Okay, so this is a video on how to give yourself a B12 shot in the leg. I don't prefer the arm or the hip because I have fibro, so the hip hurts worse, and I can't exactly reach all the way around my arm that well. Only with this hand, I can't with this arm because it's messed up. But ultimately, you don't want to use this needle. It's really small actually. Um, the one you want is already has some B12 in it, but not all of it. The one you want, it's this size. It's actually bigger than it, and the 1 millimeter, which is how much you'll have to put, is right there on this one, and the needle is about this long. It's about how long you want it. This one is all the way down here because it's so skinny, and the needle is only that big. And the reason I'm using this, I did get the wrong ones, but the reason I'm using this is because I can still get it in the muscle of my leg because I have a big thigh muscle. But see, you already see that there's some in here. I emptied out a vial from a last, I guess you said last prescription. This one, they come in small vials. Some people get this little, actually just have 1 millimeter in it, that's all. But this has more than that, so it lasts longer. So what I'm going to have to do is, get over here. It's in the prescription bottle. You have this bottle and you have the red cap on top. What you want to do is, of course, you want to pop it off. I mean, I don't believe you can't put it back on, it won't work, so you have to throw it away. And it's just that right there, you stick the needle through. And of course, this one's completely full. And you just stick it in here. I can stick this in all the way because the other one I was stretching it out. And then pull down until you go down to 1, which is right there. And see there's air in there. I'm going to have to flick that out. I'm going to try to get as much air there as possible. I don't exactly want to put air in my leg, so there's still a little air. There's going to be a little bit in this needle, so it's going to come out a little bit. But I need to make sure I have exactly 1 in there, and I don't, so I gotta do it again. So I don't get any air out of it. Get down, I'm looking down that one. This is plenty. It's all the way down there. You can see. So I'm gonna push it back up, get that air out of it for a second. It's a little bit past 1, but that's okay because something's coming out because that air bubble. And what I do is I put the lid back on. So you have it. This one is going to be all the way pulled out like that. Sometimes it's a lot difficult to do that because it's flimsy. Unlike the bigger one right here. Oops. Bigger one right here. It won't. It will only have this much right here. But it actually, since the needle's longer, it hurts worse. But really you need that to get it into your muscle. This, I kind of flex my muscle a little bit to get it in. It does hurt, but my money was wasted on these, so I decided to use them anyways. So I just set that down. And you want to use alcohol swabs. Right here. I'll lower this down so you can see my leg. So you see, I just pick any area, usually just right here. I kind of put it out so I can flex it a little bit. I only flex it because I wanted to make sure it gets into my muscle since it's such a small needle. Normally I wouldn't flex it. You just swab that area. See if you can see me. You probably can't see what I'm swabbing actually. Let me put this up there. I can do it higher. Swab the area. Real good with it. And then you want to take the shot right here. Take the top off. You don't want to do this slow because ultimately it's going to hurt. If you do it slow, it's going to slowly push into your skin and then jerk into your leg. You kind of want to do it fast. probably as fast as I get. Actually, I didn't feel this because the needle is so small. And you just go slowly. You'll be able to feel it somewhat in your leg. Let's see if we can see. I can't really feel it. I feel it a little bit, but not much. Kind of feel it up in my leg. It's kind of cold. It's been in my room. The window's been open, so it could be that reason. And I put it in a discreet area where it doesn't look like I have needles and drugs in my room. I pull it out, and sometimes, I don't know if you can see this, but sometimes it'll leak out. You see it leaking out? That's not blood. That is actually the medicine. And so I'll take a new alcohol swab and get this out. I just wipe the area. Some of that was blood. Sometimes you will bleed a little bit, but you can't feel it. Just wipe it, and there's like a little hole there. You can tell where it's been. You really want to switch your legs every time, but I prefer doing my leg. It's not that painful. But that's good right there. Some of it might come up, like when these my pajama pants, when I put them on. It might get on it, but right now it's not really coming out. Then I dispose of this. I'm gonna come back up here. But I usually put these back in the package, but I don't know if I can. Because it really only go in there. The way I dispose of this, because I don't like putting needles in my trash can and then dumping it out and someone see it and think, oh my gosh, I'm going to get AIDS or disease. I don't have that, but you never know. Some people freak out. So, in my room, I carry this was a Powerade bottle. This is from last week, so I changed out my Powerade bottle last week. So this needle in here is from last week. And I just stick it in here. Everything's shut on it. Stick it in here and put this trash in here, as it has blood, some blood on it. Got it in there. And I close it and I put it in my room until it gets filled up, and then I'll throw it away. Like that, where it goes. But my leg really is not doing anything anymore. And I usually just actually have another refill on this. But we'll keep this bottle and put the vial back in it. And like I said, I put it in a discreet area where no one can tell that I have it in my room. Because I think that'd just be creepy. If someone saw that you had needles and a vial in your room, looks like you're doing some type of drug. And I am not. And I gotta get this bottle because I ran out on this vial. So I want to go ahead and put it in here and go ahead and throw it away. And that is how you give yourself a B12 shot in your leg. I wish I had this when I did it because I didn't know what I was doing. They just told me just stab myself. I'm like, okay, whatever. But that is how you do one inside your leg. Not your hip or your arm, but your leg. Thank you.